short about. I'm just gonna prep up the chicken that we got here. These are chicken breasts. They're not boneless, but that's all right because I'm going to kind of fillet them. I'm gonna actually skin them, and we're gonna get rid of all the bones and the skins. We're going to make these boneless, skinless chicken breasts. Believe it or not, I got these for about $6 at Aldi, and need a little bit different knife for that. Sorry. Grab a little boning knife for that. So I got these at Aldi. And that's it. So I'm just here. I can see you guys if you want to comment live, if you have any questions. We're making chicken gyros. I'm gonna grill the chicken. I'm gonna make gyros with them. Gyros. I did a video about them before, but I think I'm getting better quality videos, and I want to try to do it again and just see how everything happens. So I got the breast off there. The rest of this is they don't even have a tender. Yeah, there's a tender right there, but that's all right. We'll get this little guy off. But normally I save the bones for chicken stock. Actually, I should start doing that because, a lot of people want to know how to make their own homemade chicken stock up, But basically, what I'm doing is just making fillets. I'm gonna, these are like extra large chicken breasts, which that's what they do nowadays. So what I do is slap this guy, and I'm trimming the fat off, so we don't want that. A little bit right there too. But what we're gonna do is basically just cut this guy right in half. And gonna get a little bit close to the edge. Just press it down. See, I got some nice thin fillets ready to go. I'm gonna throw those right in the marinade, and the marinade that we made. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna throw that chicken tender in there. Let's see, Soprano. Hello, sir. Thank you. I slap like a salt bee. That's funny. I don't know what a salt. I've been known to slap them around, that's for sure. So we're gonna do the same thing with this. We're gonna bone that little thing. I'm gonna take you out to the grill in a minute because we gotta spark that grill up while these guys are marinating. This has got citrus in it, so we don't want to leave the chicken in the marinade for too long. Otherwise, it's actually gonna cook itself, So, it'll be tough. It'll be like rubbery. Nobody likes a rubber chicken. Well, if you like a rubber chicken, that's your thing, Hey, I'm not judging. I'm just here to show you guys how to cook some stuff. So, but like I said, maybe I'll start saving the bones. I just got so many, and I don't have time to do the stock lately. So maybe I'll start doing that. Normally, what I'll do is when I am cooking chicken, is take the bones, back bones, neck bones, stuff like that, throw them into a Ziploc bag and throw them into the freezer and let them keep them until I'm ready to do the stock. Little bone in there. I missed it. I almost threw that right into with the other one. I take that tender out. We did it with the last one. This is my garbage. Undesirable, man. That's not gonna go on the grill. Like I said, these are really fat. This is going to be enough to feed gyros for 5 people. So, very interesting. All right. D-Lo in the house. What's up, buddy? Welcome in. So now I'm going to slap this guy down and do the same exact thing that I did with the other one. Is just pretty much just cut him right in half, long ways. And so I got a nice grill space for him. Now, we're having gyros, but my daughter asked for a grilled chicken sandwich. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get one little chicken, about like that, for her sandwich. I'm going to make sure there's no fat and bones in it. So that's good. That's a good fillet for a sandwich, you know. I'm still going to give her the marinade and stuff like that. The rest of these are going to get all sliced up, you know, for the gyros to get wrapped, to get wrapped into a pita. How you doing, John, tonight, by the way? Hayden, welcome in. Welcome in, Hayden Arthurs. Dylan Gill. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for stopping in. Same way. So, like I said, I made a short on the marinade. I made a long video on the cucumber salsa that was going to get added to this. But that's pretty much it. We're going to let this sit. I'm going to go crank on the grill and sit out there and talk with you guys. Just hang out. You let these marinate because I'm going to grill them and these have been refrigerated. I'm going to leave them right on the counter, let them marinate. I'm getting ready to throw them on the grill. These I'm going to throw away, but like I said, you can actually keep these for making your own stock, stuff like that. I don't have the freezer capacity to do that right now. And believe it or not, I got a bag already in there of chicken bones. So normally I save them, but I'm running out of space, and honestly I should. It's my summertime, and when I'm free on the weekend, I should show you guys how to make your own chicken stock. That would be great. Alright, I'm going to take these, put them away. I'm going to let these marinate, and then we are going to go outside. How's everybody doing tonight? D-Lo, you still here, buddy? Now I'm a little bit slapped like a salt bay. I don't know what a salt bay is. Does anybody know what a salt bay is? Can you? Thank you, Lele, by the way. We're gonna start cooking it. I'm gonna crank the grill up right now. Gonna crank the grill up, and then we're just gonna sit and see who joins for the episode. Because obviously it's not raining. I'm in Florida, so raining like every afternoon usually, you know. I turn the gas on. Oh, yeah, I forgot. This is not really working, so I've got to hit it with a lighter. Give me 1 second. I'm doing all right. D-Lo, I'm doing all right. Thank you for asking, sir. It has been a rough week for sure. I don't want to. You might see my eyebrows. Oop! Not quite. I was gonna say you might see my oh, you wouldn't have seen it anyways. Let's say might see my eyebrows fry from the lighting of the grill. But I'm doing all right, man. Yeah, like I said, it's been a rough little weekend. Ooh, you like my hat? Yeah, this nice big green fluffy hat. Just happens to be where the chair was sitting. So, that's how it goes. Somebody just texted me. I don't know. You can't really see because I'm on live, but yeah, we're making some grilled chicken. Grilled chicken today. Yeah, thank you, buddy. How are you doing? How are you doing, buddy? My number one fan. How are you doing today, buddy? I know I've got the papaya trees. They're getting ready to blossom soon. Let's see if I can get those in the background. All right, see those papaya trees? They got lots of papayas on them. The problem. Oh, you just had cheddar broccoli soup. That's awesome. I made beer cheese soup with broccoli and sausage, I think. Yeah, that was my last cooking video I did. It was a budget meal, you know. I'm trying to go more towards budget meals. I think that those are what people kind of need, you know, that don't know how to cook, just how to teach people how to cook for themselves, to make good meals that doesn't cost a lot, you know. They're not healthy meals, you know. Anything you do cheap is not going to be healthy, that's for sure. But it can be, actually it can be if you're using, you know, if you go to the grocery store and getting fresh vegetables, you know, it can be. But yeah, those cheddar broccoli soup is good. That's for sure. So I'm just sitting out and relaxing. I did some videos. I had to cook last night and for someone. Hi, Sunflower. Welcome in. I had to cook last night for someone, and they wanted Cornish hens, and they wanted. I was too busy getting everything ready and feeding the family at the same time. I would love to have gone live to teach people how to do the Cornish hens, you know, and it was just that I didn't have time to do that because I was scrambling. I was doing. I mean, for my dinner for my family, I just made baked ziti, you know, just threw it in the oven with leftover spaghetti sauce with meatballs. And, but I had to roast these Cornish hens. I had to boil some corn. I had to do other things. I had to slice up some garlic bread and there was a list of different things. And it was really hard to do while I couldn't make a video at that time. I was doing too many things at night. Sunflower. Oh, I'm sorry. That's gonna happen in life. People come and go. The one thing I suggest, though, for you, I mean, you're still young, but in your life, in between breakups, don't just jump from one person to the next. Center yourself before you move ahead, if that makes any sense to you. When you're done with a breakup with somebody, take time by yourself and love yourself. Know what you want. Then the next time that you meet somebody and you want another boyfriend it's going to be a better person than the one you just jump right into, because that's like rolling the dice. You're more, gives you more time to talk to people, trust people before you're willing to date them. That's my opinion. Hello, Lorianne. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. So yeah, that's all I was just saying. Just giving a little advice to Sunflower. I know how it's like to be in the dating. Believe it or not, this old man knows. I used to date. You know. That's correct, John. D-Lo Flow. Number one rule of thumb is never rush relationships. No. Special. If you want them to last, or if you want to have a serious relationship, yeah, you never rush it. Never rush it. My Saturday is going good so far. Thank you. And you know what? If the other person's not willing to take it easy, it's not worth your time. Obviously looking for something different than you are. Jeffrey W., welcome in the house. Oh, you guys know each other? Where do you guys know each other from? What channel? If you don't mind me asking, I'm just kind of curious. I'm just kind of curious. Oh my. You won't believe it, but I left my cigarettes on the other porch. Damn. You guys can see that this sucker is, I don't know if you can see actually. It's smoking off. It's gotta get clean pretty soon. I don't need a grease fire when I'm trying to make the. Oh, from Source. Okay. Wonderful. Laurie Ann. So many people I've met from the Source. But the Source is not the only motivational channel that I go to. Like I go to Lashana Success. There are many communities that I'm a part of. Like I don't have my own community, but I am part of lots of different communities. But it's like when you see two people that come in, they obviously know each other. You know what I mean? D-Lo and me I started in almost a year ago. And actually, D-Lo Flow was one of my very first friends, and we were in a community. And that community ended up getting foul. And he was removed and I left. Put it that way. And essentially what happened was they were saying, you can't be friends with this person if you're going to be in our group. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, thank you. I'll pass. And thankfully that D-Lo and I had kept contact outside of YouTube, through, forgot what it was. But it worked out, and thankfully, because he's my bud. He's my buddy. He's my number one supporter. He's been here since I started a year ago, No thanks, brother. No thanks necessary. No thanks necessary, sir. Yep. I agree with you, buddy. Beware of people that tell you who you can be friends with and who you can't be friends with. That's your decision. That's your decision, 100%. Yeah. Larianne, yeah. Look, there's a little tear in my eye right here. Remembering it. It happened. It happened almost a year to the day. It happened in November. November? No, December. No, it happened in late December. So I know that for a fact because on January 1st, I uploaded a picture and everybody that was on the thing laughed at me and ghosted me. And I was like, what the hell's going on? And nobody would talk to me. And I said, okay. And when I did get the message, and it was basically, you either stay friends with this guy or you're not allowed over here. And I'm like, oh, well, sorry, I'm a grown man. Nobody tells me who I can and can't talk to. Sorry. Oh, thanks, John. Brother of a certain age, what is good? What is good? I'm going to be grilling some chicken up. I got it in the marinade. I did a short with the marinade. I did a long video with the salsa that we're making chicken gyros, just different pronunciations. But, and I'm making one grilled chicken sandwich for my daughter that doesn't want the pita. So essentially she's having the same thing. Instead of chopping it up, I'm just keeping one piece so she can eat that. So, but thanks, John. It's good to catch you, man. You know, I know when I do those early morning, I'm not sure if I'm going to do those early morning ones. If I leave early enough for work, I could sit in the parking lot and do a 20-minute, 30-minute live, you know. Oh, definitely. Definitely, my friend. D-Lo, if I'm ever in your area, if I'm even driving through, I'm gonna hit you up, and yeah, that would be really cool. And I'd make you some breakfast because I know that's your favorite. Um, that would be awesome. Brother of a certain age, grilled chicken is a staple for me. Yeah, I think it's a staple for most people here. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love steak. I even love vegetarian food. I love all sorts of food, but chicken is chicken's chicken. Everybody likes chicken, just about. You know, grilled cheese with bacon. Yeah, I made a grilled cheese sandwich at work one time, and I used like 10 slices of cheese because somebody was like, I don't know. I just did it just to do it, just to see if I could, you know. And it worked out good. It was more cheese than bread almost. Excuse me. So, brother of a certain age, let me ask you, grilled chicken is a staple. How do you do your chicken, if you don't mind me asking? I'm doing this. This is going to be like a Greek style. So I've got lemon, herbs. Um, I would put fresh garlic, but I ran out of garlic because I used it last night, you know, I didn't want to go to the store. I wanted to enjoy my Saturday off without having to, I had already been to the store. So I used garlic powder, but Poetic Tears, hello, welcome in. Thank you for coming. So, hello, Poetic Tears. We're talking about grilled chicken, and I don't know. Do you make grilled chicken? What's your favorite type of grilled chicken? My favorite type, personally, is jerk, Jamaican jerk, and it depends on the. All right, brother from a certain age. It depends on the day, but basically salt, pepper, Old Bay, okay. But steak, ground beef, ground turkey, brisket. It's all mostly meats and a few veggies. Good for you. You sound like you're on the Atkins diet. No carbs in there. That's good. From what I understand, that pasta and it's not good for you. You know, basically salt and pepper. We've got a seasoning. A brother of a certain age. I don't know what region you're in. Um, you type in what region. See, I'm in Florida, so I have access to this wonderful chicken seasoning that's called adobo seasoning. It's a Puerto Rican blend, and it's like garlic, onion. It's it's a standard. It's a staple around here. You know. You might be able to get it. It's called adobo, but that's it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And for chicken, it makes the most amazing chicken, in my opinion. You know. So yeah, being up north, you probably don't have. See, being for me that I'm in Florida, I've got access to a lot of Caribbean ingredients that are just right here. You know. Yes. Okay. So yeah, yeah, But how easy is it to get those seasonings in Connecticut? I'm curious. 'Cause I got a friend in Mississippi. I had to send him a bottle because uh, it's not in the stores by him. You know. But I guess that's kind of middle. Tracy's, how are you? How is my day? It's much better now that you showed up. That's for sure. Thank you. Thank you for joining in. That's awesome. I saw your. Oh my goodness, your garden. You got so much stuff. That is awesome. Yes, yes. There's a lot of um, Puerto Rican people in New York and um, in that area. Yeah. Have you ever looked back at the Sharks and the Jets? I forgot. Oh, West Side Story. Yeah, that's how old it's been. You know, West Side Story. I don't know if you guys know about that movie, but you know, when you're a jet for life. You know, it was a theatrical Broadway play. I think I meant about a Puerto Rican girl who was in love with an Irish guy. It was basically Romeo and Juliet, but it was with gangs in New York at the time. It was a good movie. I understand they remade it too. I didn't see the remake, I don't think. The Butter Puerto Ricans. Look at who's in the house right now. Mr. Solomon. Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming, sir. I appreciate it. I hope you're going tonight because I'll be there one way or another. You know me. You know me. My favorite person to learn from. That's for sure. James Howard is in the house. Excuse me, Mr. Howard is another content creator. Uh, you're in there. Now that you got a joke, or now that you're here, I can tell the joke. Are you guys ready? We got Solomon, um, Tracy's. You might need earmuffs. It's an adult joke. Um, I'm just joking. But now that I've got Solomon and James in the house, all right, the joke is on. All right, so two ladies were, sitting in the living room with their one of their homes, and first lady notices that they're just chit chatting, just hanging out, and one lady knows that her husband's coming home, and he's got a bouquet of flowers in his hand as he's walking up the driveway. So she looks at her friend and said, "Oh my goodness, I guess this whole weekend I'm gonna have my legs in the air." And her friend looked over at her and just said, "Well, why don't you just use a vase?" I don't know if you guys can do. It's hard to tell them when I'm on there. Solomon liked it. James liked it. All right, that was for you, gentlemen. That's for you, boys. Tracy's liked it too. That's awesome. Me and Solomon and James love to joke around quite a bit. Solomon, I implore you to check out James. By the way, he's one of Pretty Heart's friends. Turn me on. He's a good guy. He's a ninja. He's my sensei. Did you like that joke, John? D-Lo, did you like that joke? All right, so holy shit, yeah. These burners are kind of fucked up. I might actually turn one completely off. Do the chicken. Yeah, in fact, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna turn one end off. Cook it on the other side because those. This is a very old grill and it's breaking. So. No, that's all right. You missed the joke, John D-Lo. You missed the joke, but that's all right. So I'm gonna get the chicken. I'm gonna grab that chicken out, and I gotta remember to bring tongs. So we're gonna have to, yeah. Usually when I'm on live, for some reason, or when I'm making a video, for some reason I always forget to bring something like a tool, and it just always turns out. It just always turns out that I'm just like scrambling. Say hi to Max. Max, say hi. Nope, you're not going out. Max says hi, guys. All right, yeah, we got the chicken that's in the marinade. You guys can see. I boned it. Bones and skins off. Solomon, sunflowers in the house. Max, he wants to go out. You can see. Oh, he's being on his best behavior. Problem is if he goes out while I'm trying to grill, he's gonna try to escape, and we can't have that. Especially in the middle of the video. No, Max, stay. He's being on his best behavior. He really wants to come out. He really wants to come out and play with me. But if I'm cooking, I can't have him out because if a squirrel or a rabbit or anything, that's it. He's gone. He's done. He's almost uncontrollable. He had a possum cornered one time, and I see. I got one way to do it. Yeah, I understand what's happening. I'm walking in and out of my house, which is, oh my God. Can you guys see me now? Can you guys see me now? Can you guys see me now? Hello? Okay, good. All right, thank you guys. Yes, the problem is I'm walking into my house and it's connecting to the disconnecting. So, I don't have a way to turn off my Wi-Fi, so I could just go through cellular. Might do it again, but it will reconnect. But yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for commenting. Let me know. I appreciate that. But in about 2 seconds, when I go sit by the grill, it may do the same thing again. If it does, I apologize. That's good to know though, because next time I can turn off my Wi-Fi so that doesn't happen again. It's good to know. So now I just thank you guys. You learn this shit every day, going live and doing things and doing videos and stuff like that. I hope I'm still on. I hope you guys can see me still. But yeah. Tonight we're going to be tonight Solomon 9 p.m. Is that correct, sir? Is that when you're starting? I think I lost you guys again. I think I lost you guys. Oh, yep. All right, good. Yeah. 9 p.m. at the Solomon Project. Everybody, please come join. Say hello. If you don't know, it's the Solomon Project M3E, I believe. Their name. It's funny. I got lucky. I could use Brandon and Palm Beach for mine. So I've got this chicken. I was marinating it. That's one of the tenders. Like I said, I did a short video on it, on the making the marinade. It's basically lemon juice, olive oil, salt, garlic powder. I'd like to use fresh garlic, but I didn't have it, So you do what you can. You gotta improvise, I'm gonna take the little pieces. We're gonna throw them on. I got a little bit of a flare up. This is an old grill that I got for free. So essentially, essentially I'm just making do with what I got. I'll keep them all down there. Why not? Why not? The problem is these guys have got an oil marinade. Oh, little chunk. We'll just stick them in there. And they're gonna drip. So now what I'm doing is half of that grill's turned off, like the grill that's underneath it. That half is off. So essentially what I'm kind of doing is roasting it. Might throw them over the flames for a little bit to finish them up, but that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. comments slowed down, so I'm wondering if you guys can still see me. If you can, great. If you can't, throw something up, please, if you can still see me. The Sixth Day with Arnold. I'm not aware of that movie. Thank you, thank you. Solomon, do you have a topic picked out for tonight? The Sixth Day. Oh, okay. I was watching a few YouTube movies the other night. I've been trying to disengage myself a little bit because I'm having trouble sleeping. Just different things happening over here in my house, and I'm having trouble sleeping. So I just kind of it's easy if I go on YouTube, then I'm up. There's no way I'm sleeping because I'll get on somebody's live and I'll be engaging with them. So what I'm trying to do is just put YouTube movies on, something like that to try to go to sleep too. That's why I was telling you, John, that those relaxing videos are awesome for that. It's not a tumor. Come with me if you want to live. That one. Obviously, James isn't here, but he got to hear the joke that I sent for him. That was funny. That was for him and Solomon. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Tracy's enjoyed it too. That was funny. Get to the chopper. Yeah. Yeah. What amazed me is when he became the governor of California. That was blew my mind. But I guess you can't. I mean, look, Ronald Reagan became president. He was an actor, so Well, I guess Trump was an actor too. He's president. So yeah, I guess acting is the way to go. Read between the lines. Right? No, he was the governor. He's no longer the governor of California. But he was elected the governor of California for a while. John Arnold, Arnold. But he was an actor that basically got elected into politics. So I guess that's what you got to do nowadays. Hey, you know what? Maybe in 10 years, if my YouTube channel goes out, President Brandon. Maybe. Let's try it out. Why not? John says only Arnold can tell someone he wants to close and gets away with it. Oh, you're talking about the Terminator. That was great. The first one was great. On the second Terminator, when he did it and he walked into the gay bar, that was freaking awesome. I almost pissed myself when he walked up to the gay dancer and took his clothes and put those little pink sunglasses on. I was like, oh my God, that's hysterical. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Well, I would believe in liberty and justice for all, that's for sure. You know? liberty and justice for all. All. That's the, yeah. President of the kitchen. A lot of the little 3-letter word. It's a simple little thing, but it means so much. The word all. All doesn't mean some. It doesn't mean these people, those people. All means all. That's it. I believe that's how it should be. Well, thank you guys for... Oh, I lost my hat. Wait. I'm trying to get my hat back. How did I get that? There it is. There's my hat. You like that? If they were, God damn, I can't think. Peacock feathers. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Maybe I might tie a few little bells over there and a few decorations on there. So next time. Well, thank you so much, Solomon. I do appreciate that. You know, just make sure that you're at a truck stop that allows you to take care of that movement. I did see your video. I didn't have an option to comment, but I did see it. So make sure you're at one that has an option. Yeah, there's actually a funny movie that's almost, it was called Idiocracy. I think it was made in the late 90s, early 2000s, I want to say. Um, but it just basically says that stupid people are breeding more than smart people, and it's going to make an evolutionary change. And in 200 years from now, this place is going to be run by morons. And the president at the time came out like he was in this movie. The president at the time came out like he was macho Camacho wrestler guy. I mean, it was just like, and I watched some of the current things going on, and I'm thinking, oh my God, we're already there. You know? All right, let's check this chicken, guys. Let's do that. How to cook chicken? I'm assuming, but it's basically baking right now. So I can't throw it over there. It'll burn. It'll be raw in the middle. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of stick them over here, and it's hot enough to keep cooking them, almost roasting them like an oven. I will throw them on the fire before I finish, but I give them like a little bit of a char, you know. To me, that's the best part of the chicken, getting that little bit of char, not burnt. There's a fine line between burnt and well done, you know. But it was funny on my live the other night. Munchies, Cooking with the Munchies Mafia was on, and she brought up something, and I was just talking about, you know, this is one thing. If somebody says that they're a cook, and you ask them, this is actually from a chef that I used to work with. He said, "Have you ever burnt anything?" He asked me, and I go, "Yeah, I've burnt stuff." And he said, "Good, you're hired." And I said, "What do you mean?" And he goes, "Because if somebody says they're a cook and they've never burnt anything, they've either never been in a kitchen or they're full of shit and a liar." And I was like, "Oh, okay." I passed that simple test just by that one question. Have you ever burnt anything? You know? I'm like, yeah, I burnt lots of shit. you know? But it's the truth. It's the truth. You burn shit. It happens. It actually helps you learn. It actually helps you learn how to not burn things, by burning them. You learn through experience. So, well, thank you for being here, guys. Solomon, are you parked for the night? Or are you on the road? Hope you're not on the road, brother. Hope I'm not distracting you. I'm assuming you're waiting to get unloaded somewhere. Yeah, you could do a little run before you go on your live? Maybe, never mind. I was gonna say something. I'll save it. I'll save it for the show. All right, buddy. I did enjoy your video. Like I said, I didn't have an opportunity to comment because I was, for whatever reason that I was doing, but I got to see it. I think I was on my way to somewhere. But yeah, I've got tomorrow off. Tomorrow, my big day. I'm installing a toilet into my renovation room. Finally, I got someone to help me, and it involves shutting the water off, and I gotta replace a few valves, stuff like that. So, it's gonna be quite the project. 8:30 in the morning, they're gonna be calling me. So Solomon, don't keep me up too late, please. Burn their underwear? I thought you just threw them out the window on the side of the highway. Like those, what do you call it? The Amazon guys that gotta chuck the Gatorade bottles because they don't have time to stop. They're not allowed time to stop. It's the most fucked up thing. I down to just a couple people here. Just the VIPs in the house. Always a good time with you guys. Each and every one of you. I know on a little bit of a basis. So Solomon, I'll let me think. I told you the joke about the. I was gonna think of another joke. I gotta think of one that's appropriate on YouTube. It's not gonna get me banned or taken off, or somebody's gonna, you know. I told you about the pirate with the red shirt, right? I already told you that with that one. That was a good joke, though. But I'm trying to think. I think I've told you all most of my jokes. You know, that other one I picked up from a new one. The one about, well, why don't you just get a vase? You know, I tell my wife, and if she laughs, then I know that it's a good joke, you know. But she has the same humor as me, so. But there are jokes that I tell that people are just like, that's not very funny, you know. So I know I told you the pirate joke, and I know I told you. Excuse me, 1 minute, guys. Hold on, love. I gotta figure out how to mute this. Okay, there we go. All right. That's what I like about StreamYard is you can just click the freaking button, but I can't afford to. Let me rephrase that. I probably could afford to get StreamYard, but I'm not gonna pay for something if I don't have to. For what I do, this is a form of entertainment for me. This is what I do for entertainment. Um, yeah, I'm not getting any money back from this, so for me to invest money into it, it's very lucrative. Or it's I just can't do it. That's it. You know, Solomon. I know you understand what I'm talking about. You know, there are more important things that I need to spend my money on. Would I love to? Yes. Yes, I would love to. Would love to be able to do all sorts of things. You know, do I need to? No, I don't need to. So I'm going to. Wow, I need a haircut. I'm looking like Pretty Heart. Look at that. Look at that. I'm looking like Pretty Heart. I got the top knot on. No disrespect, Miss Pretty Heart. Please, you are much more beautiful than I am. I mean, look at this ugly mug. I'm not. I was just saying, we have a similar haircut, I think. Well, let me rephrase that. When the camera's back like that, it looks like I just got like a little. Oh my god, I gotta shave it. Oh my. Well, all right, guys. I'm going to. It's starting to get dark, so we're gonna check out the chicken one last time. It's almost done. The fact that it's almost done, I'm gonna actually throw it right on above these giant flames. Let it sizzle up a little bit. I'm gonna cut it off for a minute, and then yeah, it's been an hour, 1 hour exactly. So, oh, I already choked it. I already choked it. Why do you think I'm so stress free when I'm on live? That's my warm up, buddy. uh, you didn't say what your topic was going to be about tonight. You can actually give me a chance to prepare. I didn't even think about that. I could actually add to the conversation rather than just be a distraction, you know? Oh, Solomon. Yeah, we've got It's actually more vivid in the phone than it is here because, yeah, the sun is setting for sure. Sun is setting. But it's almost going to be, you got a few minutes. If anybody's got any questions, motherfucker. What did I say? Sorry, excuse me. What did I say? Every time I come out here, I forget to bring something. I don't have a pan to put the. I, I, I said that, guys, right? I said every time I go live, I forget something. So that's kind of. Oh. Alright, let me go grab a pan inside the house. Oh, about the farmers. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, I got you on that. I got a few opinions, but I almost get the feeling that this is intentional sabotage. I guess we can get into that on your channel a little bit. Um, it's got to be intentional sabotage. But like I said, we'll get into that on tonight with you. Stay. Max trying to sneak out again. He likes to escape. He likes to be. He likes to be free. I can't blame him. I like to be free too. They used to tell me I had to stay in school. Ooh. Really? Oh, goodness. I just lost it. Get that chicken up. We're going to eat it. That'll be that. Thanks, everybody, for coming by and watching. Thank you for liking. And